So here we have the Hyundai Santa Fe 2.2 Premium Automatic 7-seater on a 16 plate. I'm going to show you around the outside of the car first of all, and then we'll hop in and I'll run through some controls on the inside. As you'll see from the outside, it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So you'll see as we approach the back of the car, we've got reversing sensors. This car's also got a reversing camera, which I'll show you when we're inside the car. Currently all 7 seats are in place, so this is the amount of boot space you'd have with those 2 rear seats folded up. Let me show you what it's like when they're folded down. As you can see, with them folded down, you get plenty of boot space. The 3 what are rear seats now, but middle seats previously, will also fold down to give you even more space should you need it. So we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car. I've got the rear door open because I wanted to show you something that's quite unusual on most cars these days, and that is that you can turn on heated rear seats. So any rear passengers can actually turn their own rear heated seats on independently should they wish to. And if we work our way back round to the front of the car, we'll see that the whole car is in really great condition the whole way round. So let's hop in and we'll run through a few controls on the inside. Just briefly before I climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. As you can see, you get full leather interior, as well as them being electrically adjustable in the front here. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, so we're going to start with the dials. On the left hand side we've got the rev counter, and on the right hand side the speedometer and fuel gauge. And in the middle you'll see the trip computer, which also includes the total miles on this car, which are 19,218. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the left hand side we've got stereo controls, and on the right hand side cruise control. And then beneath the stereo controls on the left hand side we've got the ability to answer and end phone calls. And on the right hand side we've got the trip computer information, or we can change the information with the trip computer. So these buttons will change the information that's displayed up here. So you can see it cycles through various menus at the top. You can then, if you find a menu you want to look through, you can then move down that menu using the arrow beneath it. So there's a lot of trip computer information, for example, and it will just go around in a circle, back round to the beginning again. Over in the centre here is the stereo system. Before we get into the stereo itself, I mentioned that it had a rear view camera. If you pop the car into reverse, that comes on automatically, and that's coupled with the fact that it's got parking sensors as well. Put it back in park, you can see this car's got DAB digital radio. It's also got AM and FM radio, and there's numerous other ways to listen to music. So it's got a USB input, auxiliary input, and you can stream music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio as well. This car also has satellite navigation, which is displayed up on that screen. If we work our way down, these are the buttons for the satellite navigation, then for the radio and the other media inputs that I mentioned a moment ago. We've got the various different directions for the air conditioning down the left hand side here, so rear screen heat. That button turns the air conditioning on and back off again, and on the right hand side we can turn on air conditioning for the rear passengers should we wish to, independently of the front of the car. And then beneath that is where you can adjust the temperature and set the fan speed. So you can independently select left and right hand sides of the car. The temperature itself is displayed up in the top right and left hand corners of the screen, as you can see just there. And then the fan speed is adjustable with this dial in the middle here. If you want to, rather than hitting air conditioning, you can hit auto and the car will maintain the temperatures you've asked it for. Underneath that, we've got 2 12-volt charging sockets, as well as the USB and auxiliary input that I mentioned already. The fully automatic gearbox, and then to the right and left hand sides of that we've got the driver and passenger heated seats. This button will turn on or off the front parking sensors, and then we have the electronic handbrake just there. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.